Welcome back to the channel. Some breaking news. Today, the Kansas City Chiefs were celebrating their Super Bowl victory on Sunday. They had a big parade there in Kansas City, and somebody decided they had to bring guns. From what I have seen, the number of people injured keeps growing. At least one person's been killed, um, and two people are in custody. Really, America? Again? People can't enjoy their day and just go to a freaking parade? Really? Can't even go to a parade now. Can't go to a movie theater, can't go to church, can't go to school, can't go shopping, can't go to a parade. What can we do? What are we allowed to do in this country that somebody doesn't have to use their Second Amendment rights to unalive fellow Americans for no reason? We just had one of these shootings. I was going to cover it tomorrow, but I'll go ahead and cover it now. There was a mass shooting on Sunday at Joel Osteen's church down in Houston. Several people injured. I believe the only person that was killed was the woman that was brandishing the weapon and trying to kill people. And just a few days later, here we go, another shooting with at least one dead and other people in critical condition, very possibly more people to be added to the list of dead. Now, we don't know what kind of weapon was used here in Kansas City. We don't know the reasonings behind it, but I can guarantee you there's no good reason for it, because there's never a good reason to murder people. Outside of self-defense, there is no reason to ever take a life, for any reason. What kind of Christian nation do people want to think we are? People go around telling me, this is a Christian nation, a Christian nation. No, we're not. We're a shithole. We let this happen every single week, multiple times a week, most weeks. You want to know what drove me from making videos for a good while? Stories like this. Because I feel like I'm talking into the void. I feel like nobody ever hears what anybody like me has to say. Too many times, people are losing their lives over stupidity. The woman on Sunday at Joel Osteen's church down in Houston took her 7-year-old child who was wounded in the melee. They don't know if he was shot by the cops or shot by her. The woman on Sunday walked into the church in a trench coat, basically, and an AR-15, and started shooting people. On the side of that gun, Palestine was written. What's interesting is she went and shot up a Christian church. And there's lots of discussions over what led to that. What maybe she was supporting Palestine, maybe she'd had a fight with her husband who happened to be Jewish. Those are the things that I heard out of the police. So she went to a church 50 miles away and started shooting up people. Fast forward to today, people out there trying to enjoy a nice day. Finally, we got some decent weather going on in the central part of the U.S. They're out there enjoying a parade for their team. And this happens. Somebody has to bring a gun and start shooting. It's the guns, people. It's the guns. We keep letting people just have more and more of them, more people that don't have any good use for a gun have them. They don't have them for self protection or hunting or defending themselves against a tyrannical government. No, no, no. A lot of these people just buy these guns so they have a chance, so they have an option to murder people because some people just like to do that kind of crap. I don't understand how, in the supposed best country in the world, every week we're putting people in the ground because of gun violence and mass shootings. Most of the time, it's little children that are affected. This is disgusting. I know it's not going to stop. We all know it's not going to stop because America doesn't care. We don't elect people that have any balls when it comes to doing the things that have to be done for this country. We don't have enough people in Congress to even that care about the lives of children and the lives of our fellow Americans. We don't have enough people in the Senate to get it done. We don't have enough people in the House to get it done. If you want stuff like this done, let me tell you what to do. In November, re-elect Joe Biden. In November, give the Democrats a 60 vote threshold to overcome his filibuster. Give them a majority in the House. And then, when those sons of bitches don't decide to get out there and actually do something, hold their feet to the fire and replace them again. But we know the Republicans don't care. It's time to see if the Democrats actually give a shit about this country and about the people in it. Because all I've heard for years from Democrats is give us a house, give us the House, give us a full, a completely filibuster-proof Senate, and we'll pass legislation to at least try to address gun violence in this country. And some people are going to say, oh, it's not time for politics. It's always time for politics. Everything's political in this country. Everything. If you don't think it is, just ask anybody you know in the LGBTQ community. Because our very existence is political just by us existing. So don't tell me that after a mass shooting or after somebody goes crazy and tries to, commit mass murder with a freaking rifle, that it's the wrong time to talk about politics. Don't even tell me that. To everybody affected in Kansas City and in Houston, I'm so sorry. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, this is the Big Grand Show. Thank you for joining me.